Welcome.
Hello. Welcome.
So, agents, do we have questions for Daniel?
Why do you want to be a professional actor?
You know, ever since I was just a little kid, I know everyone starts with that one, but I've just been playing these characters. I mean, just crazy stuff every day, and like recess or whatever. I would just think of some random story that was totally made up and just tell it to my friends. I would stand on top of this like sewer pipe thing. It was kind of, it looked like a stand a little bit, so that was my stage. That was my stage, and I would just tell all these funny stories. And you know what? It just kind of, when I found out, I was like, oh my God, you could do that as a job, you know? I could do what I'm good at professionally and actually spread that to everybody. So I was like, hey, you gotta shoot for the stars, you know?
Would you be willing to change your appearance for a role? For example, getting your hair cut?
Yeah. When I worked In-N-Out, you know, I had to cut my beautiful surfer hair. It was very sad, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Do you think you are willing to commit to a multi-year franchise or project?
Wait. No, yeah, definitely. I mean, if I'm really invested in what it is that I have going, you know, with this project, characters, the world, whatever it is, if I have good faith that the people working on it, you know, care as much about it as I do, you know, let's ride, you know what I mean?
What type of training do you have and what methodology do you use?
Training, well, I took some theater classes in high school and college. Okay, that's kind of what that is. But methodology, I don't really work as sort of a methodology kind of thing. I just kind of see what I got to do, hope to do it. Maybe there's a name for that sort of thing or what I'm doing, but I don't know the name. But yeah, it's kind of how I operate.
In this business, you lose a lot of personal time. There's not really a lot of time for you to be by yourself or be with your friends. There's always going to be people who see you and recognize you and try to invade into your life. Is that something you'd be okay with, or would that stress you out? Or
You know what? I can't say if it would because I'm not quite there. But I definitely feel empathy for those people who I guess get bombarded with all these questions and people all the time, and I just think, oh my gosh, that looks exhausting. So I think if, you know, by a miracle I ever do get to some point where I'm that recognizable, it would probably get on my nerves. But you know, I love people. You know, I'll always give them a smile back. But it could definitely be like, oh, I wish it was a little more mellow sometimes. But yeah.
What are 3 words that you could use to describe yourself?
I'd say energy. That's a good one. Consistent. You know, I'm always on time. I got you there. The last one, let me just say, I'm thinking of a phrase, but I know I can't use a phrase, so I'll just use a word. Fun. I like to bring fun to the table, you know? There's never a dull moment. You know, I don't know, energy and fun around, you know what I mean?
and how would your friends describe you in 3 words with positive attributes?
I think crazy would be one that they say. Not to be like, oh my God, I'm so quirky and crazy, but you know, I do some things that they're like, hey, that's not a good idea, but you should totally do it anyway. It's that guy. Another one could be down. I said I'm always down. You know, if you got something going on, something interesting that you want to show me, something cool that you want to do, I'm always down to, you know, hey, I'll show up, you know, I'll give you my services. And the last one I would say is hopefully caring, because, you know, with all this stuff, you know, I'm kind of a wild card, but at the same time, you know, I really do care about all my buddies and all my friends and family. So, you know, I hope to be there for them all the time, and hopefully that shows in my behavior. So, yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
All right.
Hey Ricky,
Susan? Yeah, it's good to see you again. What have you been up to?
I got a marketing job with NASCAR.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Gosh, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
I mean, you've always looked good. I mean, I'm just happy for you.
Thank you. But what about you? How have you been? What have you been doing?
Well, they want me to race at Talladega next week, but
I know.
I'm not going to do it because I'm done. I'm done with racing and I'm done with driving.
Why would you do that?
Because I've moved on. I've spent my application to a real world, so I'm not really looking to hear back from that. I put a lot of eggs in that basket, the MTV basket. I'm not thinking about getting a gun and dealing crack, being a crack dealer. Not like a mean crack dealer, but like a more like nice one, like, oh, yeah, friendly, like, hey, what's up, guys? Want some crack? No, I'm just waiting on those two things to kind of flesh themselves out.
You know what, Ricky? I've kept my mouth shut for a really, really long time, and I don't think I can keep my mouth shut anymore. I just have to tell you that I think you're making a big mistake.
Really?
Yes. Why is it that you always fall for people who leave you? Have you noticed that? Like Carly and your dad and your sponsors, and you always have to prove yourself. Why?
You gotta listen to me here, okay? You've got to win to get love. Everyone knows that. I mean, that's just life. Look at Don Shula, legendary coach. Look at that Asian guy who holds the world record for eating all those hot dogs in a row. Look at Rude McClanahan from the Golden Girls. All three people, all great champions, all loved.
Do you want to know why that I think you should race again?
Sure. Why?
Okay, because it's what you love, Ricky. It's what you were born to be, and you sit here thinking, well, Ricky Bobby is not a thinker. Ricky Bobby is a driver, he's a doer. And that's what you need to do. You don't need to think, you need to drive. You need speed. You need to get out there and you need to rev your engine, you need to fire it up, and you need to grab a hold of that line between speed and chaos. And you need to wrestle it to the ground like a demon cobra. Then when fear rises up in your belly, you use it, and you know that that fear is powerful, because it has been there for billions of years, and it is good. And you use it, and you ride it like a skeleton horse through the gates of hell, and then you win, Ricky. You win. And you don't win for anybody else. You win for you. You know why? Because a man takes what he wants. He takes it all, and you're a man, aren't you? Aren't you?
Susan, I've never heard you talk like that. Are we better get it on? Because I'm as hard as a diamond in an ice storm right now. This is awesome. Are you climbing the table right now?
Yes, sir.
I can't believe this. It's like that White Snake video where the girls crawl on the... Just like that. What's her name?
Tawny Kitten.
Tawny Kitten.
She's great.
She's great. She's fantastic. Well, everyone turn away. Things are going to get crazy. We're going to make animal noises.
Do we want to redirect?
Tawny Katane.
Dude.
Just a heads up.
Yeah, it is Tawny Katane, thank you.
I know my age.
I've seen this movie. I should have read the thing. I thought it was serious at first. Oh, man.
I thought that was great.
Okay. All right, we're not going to redirect that.
Right. That's the first time we haven't
Thank you.
Really? Damn.